Welcome to... Wait, what are we calling this again?
I don't know. The Sisterhood Show.
Oh, right, the Sisterhood Show. It's been so long I forgot. This is the Sisterhood Show, and here's my assistant, Tatum.
Hi.
Okay. Now, first, let me apologize for us not doing an episode in forever. As most of you know, summer is over. And
except for you guys in Miami.
No, they still have to go to school.
No, but still. They can
Whatever.
still
Anyway, she's been in school, and I actually have a job now, so...
Yay, school.
So, hey, school is better than my job. I work at McDonald's, and my job is really, really backbreaking. But anyway, we're not going to get into that. First on our list to do is, most of you have heard me talk about them before, and I think they're going to go far. This band called R5, they just released an album, what was it, 5 days ago? What is today? Is today the 28th or the 29th?
28th.
Are you sure? Well, okay, I guess they released the album like 4 days ago. It was released on the 24th of September, which was just a few days ago. The title is Louder. Here is, you don't see the booklet because it's a poster and it's up on my wall right now, but the album is called Louder, and it's by this band called R5, and it's composed of siblings Ross, Rydell, Riker, Rocky, and their best friend Ratliff.
Their best friend.
And I think you guys really need to check them out. They have a lot of really great music and just a really great sound. And you guys need to check out the R5 TV too. They're a bunch of cool people. As of right now, they have a bunch of stuff out there that you can watch to learn more about them. There is R5 on R5. Just, type that into the title on YouTube or whatever and search for it. And then Clever TV has R5 All Access, where it just covers the band and everything that they do. And they're just really cool people, and they make really great music. And so yeah, you need to check that out. And now for a public service announcement. That was our public service announcement, and that drawing, by the way, was done by me. What brought this on is R5, who we're going to mention R5 again, the band member Ross Lynch, who's also on Austin and Alley. This is really funny, during a YouTube live chat, he was asked what his favorite animal was, and he said the orca, because they're really smart and they don't like having any enemies, and they're actually a dolphin. And it was just really funny because then he said it like really quietly. He's like, oh, and by the way, guys, don't take orcas into captivity. And so I kind of have to agree with him. I think they need to stay in the ocean because, well, let's face it, there are so many attacks from killer whales because they're in captivity. And, I mean, how would you guys feel if you had to live in a bathtub the rest of your life? Because, I mean, an aquarium to them, it may seem big to you, but to them it's really no bigger than a bathtub. You would be pretty angry if you had to live in a bathtub the rest of your life. So, I think that's why they attack so many humans at aquariums. And so I think we just need to leave them in the wild. Anything that you wanted to add about it? Come on, you gotta add something. You gotta throw in your 2 cents.
2 cents? You don't pay me.
It's an expression. What do you have to say about orcas?
They're pretty creatures.
Wow. Okay, the next time I have
you said 2 cents.
That doesn't literally mean you say 2 words. Alright, the next time I have a public service announcement, she won't be here. But that's my view on that. And maybe it's because, go ahead and call me a tree hugger. Yes, I'm a tree hugger. I think wild animals deserve to stay in the wild. And I don't think we should really be drilling on our Arctic Reserve. I mean, they call it a reserve for a reason. There are endangered species there.
I know this is kind of off topic, but I was reading this article and it said that And it said elephants are going into extinct because they're just killing the elephants for their tusks to make.
And then you have the circuses. And don't even get me started on the circuses. Those animals may look happy when they're performing, but trust me, behind the scenes, it's nothing but animal abuse. They will literally tie those animals down, put chains on their feet, and whip them when they don't do what they're supposed to. You've probably heard of the lovely bull hook, have you not, that they use? It may look innocent from a distance, but it is not innocent. It has a hook. It literally has like a spike at the end of it, like almost like an arrow, kind of, that they can, stick the animal with it.
If you've seen Water for Elephants, I'm sure you've
probably know what we're talking about. And that is an excellent movie to see, by the way. It's got Robert Pattinson in it. Renee, what's her name? Is it Renee? No, it's not Renee Zellweger.
We don't know.
I don't know what the girl's name is, but it's a really good movie. It's not just a romance movie. It's also, it gives you a behind the scenes look of the circus life and how the animals are treated in a circus. If I were you, don't go to a circus, don't pay for the circus, don't support circuses. They're really awful. And so that moves us on to Tatum is finally going to have something to talk to you guys about. Tatum, what did you bring for us today?
I've been making these...
You can go up there. You may approach the bench.
I've been making these dream catchers. They're actually really fun to make. They're made out of pipe cleaners, beads, feathers, string.
And silver rings.
And they're like, if you go to Hobby Lobby, they have these like silver ring things. And it's just like a really fun activity to do, but be careful, the ends of pipe cleaners might stick you.
Yeah.
And
she made me one too, and what did I do with it? Oh, I hung it up. That's right. Never mind, I can't show you. But this is the one she made for my dad. The one for me is...
Our dad,
whatever. And the one that she made for me is like in neon colors and pinks and stuff like that. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about or add? Are you sure? Okay, well why don't you announce our next thing?
Kirsty is going to show you some 60s styles.
I actually did these a really long time ago. I don't know if any of you have seen the movie, but this was all inspired by... She's doing the dance moves. This was all inspired by Teen Beach movie. It's got Ross Mitchell in it. I'm a sucker for blondes, okay?
Oh, Maya Mitchell's also in it.
Oh, yes. And for those of you who watched The Fosters, Maya Mitchell is in it, too. It's a really cute movie. If you guys like surfing, or if you're a biker, or like if you're into musicals, like High School Musical or Camp Rock, or if you're into like old-fashioned stuff like that, you'll love Teen Beach movie. It takes place in 1962. And it's kind of a spin-off. It kind of makes fun. It doesn't make fun of it.
It's kind of a mix between Grease and West Side Story.
In fact, the movie that they get warped into in the movie is called West Side Story. It's just a really cute movie, and I think you guys should check it out. But anyway, that movie inspired me to do some 60s inspired hairstyles and clothes and
would you like to show them some of the headbands that you got?
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, if you guys really want to rock the 60s style, polka dots are the way to go.
Especially red.
Yeah, reds and just like bright colors and stuff. And polka dots especially were big in the 1960s. These I got at Claire's, and both of them, the total for both of them was $250. They were on sale. I don't know if they still have them or not, but they're just really, really cute, and I like them. And so here are my 60s inspired styles.
The day started ordinary, boys walking
want any tutorials on how to do any of it, just feel free to ask. Most likely I will direct you to my Tumblr, and the URL for my Tumblr is don'tpassmeby.r5.tumblr.com. And you can find on my page, I have a link to my celebrity inspired styles. If you go to that, there's a lot of tutorials there. I'll put a link in the description box. How about that?
I was going to say something else about the dream catchers. In our next show, I don't have this stuff with us right now, but in the next show, I'll probably make one in front of you guys to show you how you kind of make them. So,
cool.
Yeah.
And Tatum, what do we do at the end of every show?
At the end of every show, we do a Bible passage that we just pick randomly.
And Tatum, why don't you go ahead and go first? You get the horse butt, remember? Yeah. I have horse notebook paper. She has the horse butt.
Just say something. Just talk to her. Say something.
Okay. Well, you wrote the page number down, right?
I know. Just talk to
her.
her. Say something.
Give her a while to find the passage. The reason we do the Bible passages is because my family and I are very devoted, very passionate Christians, especially me, especially with everything that I've been through.
Especially with everything our whole family's been through.
Yeah, we've been through quite a lot. And so we're all like big Christians, and we wanted to find a way to glorify our Heavenly Father and the Heavenly Son. And so we thought, what better way to do that than to read a passage to you guys at the end of every show. And you guys have any questions about God or Jesus? I mean, you could ask me, but a preacher would be a better person to go to, because I am not as smart as a preacher might be in this topic. But if you guys, any of you out there who don't know Christ yet, I just recommend going to talk to a preacher or something, because I can definitely say without a doubt that I am not the same person that I was before I found Jesus, and I mean that in the best way possible. Did you find?
Yeah, but like our whole family's been through a lot of things that we just had to pray about, so God's really stuck to our side, and
He never leaves you or forsakes you. In fact, that's a Bible passage, and I can't remember what it is. So you guys will just have to look it up, I guess.
Yeah. I'm reading Matthew 5:14. You are the light.
Let's go closer. We don't have a tripod, so our arrangement is kind of bad right now.
And plus we have to keep her stupid camera plugged in.
Yeah, my camera is plugged in, and my socket, my electrical socket is like back that way somewhere. So yeah. You were saying?
I'm reading from, she's gonna show you.
Matthew 5:14.
You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden.
And I think that's talking about Jesus, and it's he can't hide his presence. It's too strong. I mean, when he's there, you know he's there. And I've been in a lot of situations where I know without a shadow of a doubt that he's there. Especially when I'm at the Royal Family Kids Camp, working with those kids. It's just an amazing feeling. There's no way of him being able to hide his power. It's just awesome. And I am reading, sorry, my sinuses suck because at work I go in and out of a walk-in freezer. So by the time I get home, it's like, But I am reading from Nehemiah 1:9. And for those of you who don't know how to spell it,
it is kind of hard to pronounce and spell.
It's not hard to pronounce, just hard to spell. But Nehemiah 1:9 says, "But if you return to me and obey my commands, then even if your exiled people are the farthest horizon, I will gather them from there and bring them to the place I have chosen as a dwelling for my name." And I'm sure a lot of Christians out there have maybe strayed away from God at one time. I know I have. Not recently, because I'm a lot stronger of a Christian now because of it. But there have been times where maybe you've doubted him, or maybe you've just not followed him in the way that you should. And I think what this Bible passage is saying is, it doesn't matter how far away you go from him, as long as you come back, he will always be there waiting for you. He wants you to come back. I mean, if he could, he wants every person in the world for himself. So no matter how far away you stray from him or how long you're away from him, as long as if you come back, he'll be there waiting for you. And I think that's just a great thing I think that's just a comfort. And so that has been the Sisterhood show for today.